And action! How are you? Why not? Hey, I am Tom the Beer Whisperer. How the heck are you? More on this Dark Truth. This is one of those beers that some people like a little warmer. Ooh, I poured out a little more aggressive than I wanted to. Well, I got a head on that right there. I do like. I start with a bigger chill than most one on a beer like this, because I like to start out with a little cold and let it warm up, rather than start with it already warm, and because I like to feel it evolve, and I do like it chilled a little bit to start with. The argument there is that, well, you will get more flavors. You get different flavors. I'm going to argue that maybe not more, but the flavors will change. So that's why I do like to start it out a little more chilled than many do, because you are going to get some other flavors with it chilled that you're not going to get warm as well. I'm getting big cocoa on the nose right now, though.
Problems? No, everything's peachy. Nothing I like more than an innocent man in prison, except of course for getting me killed.
Big cocoa, big dark, deep roasted coffee notes. It's got a big creamy head on it. I mean, this just is a big, beautiful beer that has a lot of nuances. See, I have fancy words every now and again. This is one of those slow sippers. This isn't one of those you want to rush and hurry through. I do like this glass. It is made for a beer like this.
Until about 3 minutes ago. Oh. You know, right? What would you like me to do? Trust your gut.
Yeah, it is a beer you want to take your time with. I think, again, I've said this before, many people that don't dig these big, heavy beers don't understand them because you're not approaching them in the right way. A few people I've talked to that don't get them are guys that like lighter in, 3.5% to 4.5% session ales and drink a lot of them on a regular basis. So I think in many cases they tend to attack a beer like this in the same manner. You're gonna lose it. It's a lot like I'm not a big wine drinker, but yeah, it's a lot of the same concept as a wine or even a fine whiskey.
Is there a missing murder weapon?
Those folks looking to get drunk will take a cheaper whiskey and take shots to try to get drunk fast. While folks that like a better whiskey will pour the same amount that's in a shot glass into a neat glass and sip it slow. Well, it's kind of that same concept of, if you take a good single malt whiskey and you shoot it well, you're going to taste some of the flavors, but you're going to miss most of the big flavors. You're going to miss all the nuances. You're probably not going to taste, a lot of the sweetness. You're going to miss a lot of, in most cases, if we're talking a good bourbon, you're going to miss a lot of the big smoky notes, a lot of the big vanilla-ish type notes. And it's the same in a beer like this. I mean, you got to approach it in the same manner. If you're drinking a fine whiskey, you're drinking a fine beer. If you're slugging her down, taking several gulps at a time, well, you're missing all those notes. If you're drinking a 3.5%, 4.5% session ale, it's kind of what Americans call that after dinner beer or that lawnmower beer, something you want to slug down quickly. Well, you're not going to miss those notes on a lighter ale like that or lighter brew like that, but on a big beer like this, you're going to if you're guzzling quickly.
And then our friend Mo got framed for the murder.
I was once at a bar a very long time ago, and somebody bought me a shot of a of a 25-year-old Scotch that ran $40 a shot, and their caveat was that I had to drink it like a shot. Well, I mean, they bought the shot, but I refuse to drink it like a shot. I'm not going to take a whiskey like that and slam it down. It's ridiculous. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to spend that kind of money on a whiskey and to waste it. And that's what you're doing. You know, if you take a whiskey like that and you shoot it straight down, like I said, you're going to taste some of the notes, but you're going to miss all the little intricacies and nuances. So I refuse to do that, and I just sipped it, and I enjoyed every last bit of it. And that's really what you have to do. I mean, this isn't a $40 a bottle beer, you know. But again, it's not cheap either. It runs about, I don't know, what about $10 to $13 a 4-pack. But still, it's that same principle. There's a lot of big flavors going on here. So if you're knocking her back, you're missing everything. Oh, so I think many people that don't get these beers are just attacking them in the wrong way.
It gets better. Abby says the postmark on the envelope said Commander Davis's wife was fake.
Well, it was written from a wife.
No, it was handled.
Oh. As you can see how I'm drinking this, I mean, this isn't a beer that you really want to drink fast because there are a lot of nuances. You're going to get something new with every sip, or you should. Again, as it warms, that's why I like to start with a chill, because I like to feel the evolution of the beer. And you will get other flavors as it opens up and warms. The trade-off for me, I like to start with a little chill because they tend to be a little crisper and more refreshing when they start out with a chill. And then it will warm up and the flavors will get bigger and badder and bolder as it goes. And that's kind of what this one does. But that is kind of the reason that I personally like the chill. That kind of goes back to, drink things the way you like them. Don't listen to the beer snobbery that want to tell you that, well, you have to do it this way, or that's not correct. You have to approach this style has to be drank this way. Don't listen to that crap. Drink them the way you want to, and keep experimenting, keep trying different brews. Don't get cut. It's okay to be a beer geek, which basically means you want to learn about the beer. And you want to talk to other people. I love talking about beer. I love going to, on the rare occasion I get to go out and have a good beer, and there's a guy next to me that appreciates the beer the same way I do, and we kind of, talk about the different things we like about the beer.
I don't know.
And there's a difference between that kind of behavior and just the utter snobbery where somebody thinks that they know more than whoever is sitting next to them, and they want to make sure everybody else knows, because it's really that kind of person that is everything that's wrong in the craft beer world. I mean, it is that guy. It is those people that want to make it complicated and discourage people from getting into the craft beer world, while it's the beer geek that wants everybody to learn about it. And that's kind of where I'm at with this whole thing. Whereas some people want to make it real snobby and pretentious, I'm the guy that wants to make it. I want to bring it back to a working class beverage, no matter how good the bottle of beer is, and make it approachable. And it should be approachable. I think those that are trying to take that away are everything that's wrong in the craft beer world today. Let's see if that sentence pissed off anybody today. I have my moments. I tend to offend people every now and again that don't like to hear the truth. You can't handle the truth. Anyway, I digress. I have been knocking. Earlier I had a couple Imperial IPAs, and I've stretched it out over a period of time. But I thought it was time to make a switch and go to an Imperial Stout. So, anyways, I digress.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is a good beer. It really is. If you like Imperial Stout, you should try it. It is very complex, incredibly complex, as a matter of fact. And the other one I talked about was the Grand Teton, which is a fantastic beer as well. and it's a whole different animal, which is why I have a hard time, comparing beers, because even though they're both imperial stouts, they're almost two completely different styles trying to accomplish two completely different things. So, hey, I'm gonna get out of here. You all have a good day.